Welcome back to the Anime Feast. As always, I am Dom, or Athletic Geek, and with me we have my excellent co-hosts.
Swan or Ginta?
Matt Biel Sanji, baby. Let's go.
Again, just could have a much better name, but he just went with BL Sanji for
Sanji.
some reason. BBL Sanji.
BBL Sanji.
It's like one Polish. He's been making up different things for the BL part, and I think last time it was booty looking Sanji. It's like,
yeah, that adds up.
Sanji totally would eat ass.
100%. He's a chef.
Good old pork butt.
He would spread and lick. That's his favorite.
How did we get on this? Like,
that's just how life works sometimes, my friend. But guys, yeah, welcome in. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us today, and for just once again tuning into the podcast. Today we are going to cover two topics. They should both be fairly quick, fairly easy, but should also give you guys at home something to think about. We'll keep it a secret for the second one. I don't want to give both things away immediately, right? There people are going to hear those things in balance. But for the first one, what we're going to discuss is obviously we watched a shit ton of anime. All of us have. We watched plenty of them. Some good, some bad, some short, some long, like sex. And so in that, there are some anime that when you watch it for the first time, certain parts happen and you truly were like, oh my God. Like, it's just so amazing, so mind-blowing, how it all connected, all kind of crazy, great things. So, this was actually Ginta's question that he brought up just for the podcast, and it's a really great one. The question is, what series do you wish you could forget and watch all over again as if it was the first time? And so I don't know if you guys had time to think about it between yesterday and today, but I don't have my answer yet, but obviously Kara was here. Those of you who aren't familiar with who Kara is, that's my wife. And I got her in anime last year, and she's watched plenty of them. And
last year?
I think it was only last year, maybe 2 years. I think it's only been one, really. I think
it's
been two.
It's had to be at least
two. We watched it a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, we went to the Demon Slayer movie a couple years
back. Yeah. But she had two. Hers were Attack on Titan and Naruto. And I knew she would pick Attack on Titan just because when the thing with Armin happened, the burnt chicken nugget, she bawled her eyes out. And then obviously with Wallace watching now, that was one thing. He had just gotten to that part and she was like, anything, she would give anything to be able to just experience that all over again without knowing what was coming. And obviously Attack on Titan has a shit ton of twists and turns and didn't see that coming. So I strongly agree. I think Attack on Titan, because it's a long enough anime that it would, and also I don't think I would want to have read the manga either. I don't think I want any manga knowledge. I want the anime to be fully complete, and then I want to be able to start from episode 1 and just watch it all the way through, because holy smokes was, I'm gonna give a few spoilers, obviously. This thing, it's been done for a while, but you get the Colossal Titan and the Armor Titan, and we're like, what's happening? How's going on in the female Titan? And then it's almost quickly discovered, and he's a female Titan. What? Oh my God! Oh, crazy! It's people. And then just a casual conversation from Reiner, who's just like, "Oh yeah, Aaron. By the way, me and Berthold are the Colossal and the Armor Titan." Bitch, what?
That's all. You just can't say that. You just can't casually drop that.
Just get a casual conversation, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I will say that in the anime, I was frustrated with how it was portrayed, because they were talking at normal volume, and it seemed like everybody could hear them. These people are right here, right?
Yep. all the scouts walking away. Mikasa just kind of stopped and looked back, and Aaron's talking because we know that Aaron can be a Titan now. That was all discovered. He's the founding Titan or whatever. And then all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, Aaron, yeah, come back with us. You don't belong here. Just come back with come home with us because I'm the colossal. I'm the armor Titan. He's the colossal Titan. Just brother. What are you talking about?
No, you have the power. You have the power. You know about the power. I can't believe you know about it. That's crazy. Mean? It's like, what do you mean?
I destroyed Wall Maria, bro. What are you talking about? you killed my mom, bro.
Now that and want to hear the rumbling for the first time again when that thing came out. And then of course season 4, like half the seasons they don't play the actual theme. It's like, no, the one time I want to hear the song get hyped, you're not gonna do it.
Rumbling.
So that
Attack on Titan's a good pick.
For sure would be phenomenal.
That's a solid choice.
Especially because when you get to the end, you realize that it really is just a loop.
Yeah.
Not a loop, but yeah.
And also, like, looking back at Attack on Titan, it's like, how did we not even guess, like, that these people were the Titans? Now I'm thinking about it, it's just like, it's kind of obvious. They look almost exactly like the people that they transform from.
And then just...
I guess Ryan is hard, though, because he just becomes nothing but flesh and straight, like, hardening. But Berthold, I can kind of see. Like the face does look similar.
That's funny to rewatch season 1 too, when they're all in the training camp and everything, because they're just going along and they're like, oh yeah, we were with Maria. It's like, well, we grew up in the same city. That's crazy. I've never seen you until now. It's like just thinking about, like, looking back, it's like, oh, they gave so many hints early on about, like, they're actually not part of anything. They're actually coming from a different island and.
I don't know. I just love how oblivious you really are in any show when you watch it for the first time.
Yeah.
You're not holding on to anything and you're just like along the ride. But then, you start to pick up all these pieces after you get to the end. You're like, oh, they just dropped all of this knowledge on us and we weren't even paying attention to it. I just love it.
Like, oh, this was so obvious the whole time. It was right there in front of my face.
Yeah.
How did I miss it? No, that's what the I guess, like, every time rewatching, because I watch like 3 shows every year, I guess. So each of these I can put as my answer. But Full Alchemist, Brotherhood, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Hunter x Hunter. I love each of those series, and rewatching is like, you always still, like we say, you can pick up everything.
Yeah.
Brotherhood, it was just that ending's still crazy to me, and that was that series ended in like 2009, but like even the person who wrote the manga, I can't forget her name, but I mean, she made that up in like 2006. Like, that's just insane, like, for the portrayal. And then just like everybody, and I forget that Edward actually I forgot that he loses his alchemy powers, actually.
Edward.
And he does that, and then Yu Yu Hakusho, just that dark tournament every time. I will rave about that. That's still the best tournament arc in anime, in my opinion. Rewatching that and seeing Goro just that final fight, that's where it should have absolutely ended.
I will say, though, everyone acting like they didn't know that the mysterious other fighter that joined them wasn't that old lady. I'm like, how the fuck did y'all? Ain't nothing changed, bro. And she got the same
she's the only 4-foot character in the show. And like, he's like, she looks like her, she smells like her. It's not her,
what
though.
What are y'all talking about? This is the most obvious. This is who this person is I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know. It's almost like reverse plot armor. Like, they're just like, who? It was you? Really?
Brother.
I would have never guessed. And it's like,
when'd you get here, old lady? Bitch, what do you mean?
It was me the whole time. It's like, obviously. It's like, who is Sogeking?
Who is Sogeking? Nobody knows.
King? We don't know that.
No, nobody knows. He's just from Sniper Island. That's all we know. That's all it tells us.
He came in and he left. Like, you never saw him again.
Super OP sniper, though. Kudos to him, whoever he is.
It's too funny. And then Hunter x Hunter is, Tagashi, same person who wrote, as everybody knows, for Yu Yu Hakusho. Hunter x Hunter is still such a 2011 anime, is so good.
Yeah, I think late 2000s, early 2010s, great time for anime.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like for me, probably to be able to rewatch Greed Island, York New City, and the Chimera Anarch. Like I don't too much care for the tournament or like the hunter license exam stuff, but get me to
I don't mind.
get me to learning, get me to the Greed Island, like it's Gon's dad helped make this place. Get me to York New City tournament where everyone's learning Nin and having those fights. Get me to fucking Chimera Antarctic that some people shit on for some unknown reason. Oh,
Yeah, it's just
I
like
think it was because it was
first
too.
time.
I can understand the frustration with Chimera Ant. It was long. It was really, really long.
Yeah, it was.
It's like what I think is over almost like half a series, even with like in the manga.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. Like, because I thought it was gonna be like a quick like 10 episodes. Like, okay, cool, we're gonna squish these ants and we're gonna move on. No,
because it
goes,
felt like
Not
that with
squish
like,
these ants.
like every other arc. It was like, okay, we get like 20 to 30 episodes for this arc. Chimera Ant is
I think
like,
it's like 60 to 70 episodes, I think, long.
Yeah, it felt forever long. I can agree with that.
King Meriwim.
So good. And then no, especially when Kite I mean, I guess we're talking about a series that we can rewatch anyway.
Yeah,
it's like this is a
old.
monster. This is a monster. Spoilers, but same time when Kite gets his head chopped off by Kirapika, like, it's like, oh crap, these are not people we want to mess with right now. Like Killua and Gon just sitting outside when the chairman and the Morel and Knob come in. You're like, like chairman asks Killa's like, are they really that strong? He's like, I'm terrified right now. And
yeah, it's like it's those specific parts, right? Like where they were like, you kids aren't strong enough to be here, you can't be here. And so he's like, so like you said, the dude with the smoke powers like testing Gon, and then he's like, give me everything you got, and then Gon goes back to Kite dying, and homeboy backs up, starts sweating. He's like, whoa, and Killer was like, I think you right as well. Like Killer was slowly coming in and being like, it's okay, Gon. Like shit was fucking out. Again,
he just
do it again.
Go off.
Yeah, well, chills actually. Rethinking about it, and I love it.
I know, right? Hunter x Hunter really gave like, it really put you in a mood. Like I can say that it put you in a mood, and it felt really good. You're like, oh, like that's the feeling. I love that. Like,
that's what I told the people at the Lenovo Center, like who started, is like, yeah, the first like 10 episodes or 12 episodes doesn't tell you how like that series is actually gonna go. It's very deceiving. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a happy-go-lucky show about friends going on an adventure. Man, does it do anything but that?
Matt, look at the comment I just sent really quick. Polish just said that to you. Have you heard of a bacon lettuce sanji sandwich? Welcome in, Polish.
Welcome, Polish.
I'm convinced Polish has a spreadsheet of all just like BL like lists, and he just like every day he says hi to me. He's like, oh, hey Sanji. It's too funny.
I think for me, I have like 3 too. Obviously, One Piece because it's the best roller coaster I've ever been on. I don't know, and seeing like, I can remember back when like Luffy first did like Gear 3 and Gear 4. I mean, Gear 2 and Gear 3, and like the way that they're like, I thought I was gonna have to go to that next gear. And you're like, what next gear? You already introduced Gear 2, and you turn red and like super speed. Or like the first time Sanji ignites his leg, like Diablo Jambi, or like Zoro using, what's the 3 swords?
Ashura.
Ashura, another one. But
yeah, their first like true power ups after like this, after Skypiea is like, okay, they can't really have too many new powers. Like, okay, this is getting repetitive, but
yeah,
that's it. Now and then, I would love to relive the. I mean, I still love the Arlong. That's where I got hooked, and then that and Alabasta.
I'm honestly surprised about the Arlong arc being one that people say is like the hook piece.
I was hooked immediately with One Piece, but also like started. So.
No, you're not.
I just it's every time like when Usopp the deception with Usopp, like when Nami stabs Usopp and he goes in and then he's just like obviously fine, and then it's like, hold up, like he comes in like 3 episodes later, he's obviously just like, oh, like it's like, oh, I gotta let them know that Nami is trying to protect us actually. And then like even like the next scene you see Nami's arm wrapped up and it's like, why when she get injured? I don't remember that. then just Usopp's like come back and be like, oh, like no, she's in deep shit. We gotta go help her out. But Luffy's like, we just gotta wait though. Gotta let her ask. We just can't go and like into her business like that. And when she asks, we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
I love it.
I also think about the power up, like the time skip, and Louis was like, that was slow.
Yeah.
That was cold. That was so cold.
Yeah, the time skip for sure, because it really was like last week I was Marine Corps. Before that, it was just like all of them being taken away at Sabodi and thinking, you know, especially when it first came out, everyone was making those videos that made it seem like the Straw Hats all died.
Oh yeah, because I really watched that the first time.
Correct, and that's what people were doing. They were like, "Oh no, end of the Straw Hats," and it was just watching all of them just gone. And obviously, we didn't know like Akuma's power, so like it really was like every single Straw Hat was killed on Sabodi, and then Luffy just had to start crying, and I was like, God, that water, like, how does this even continue? But then like learn that it, you know, everything that happened after. So yeah, when they return and it's just like true power ups was amazing.
And then what? Another 12 years later, now he's actually explaining like why he did everything, why Kuma did that.
Yeah,
just like that foreshadow, man. That's insane.
But yeah, when we saw that Kuma did like quickly go between Rayleigh and not Akainu, not Aokiji, Kizaru, and like quickly said something and went off. I was like, okay, he can't be bad, right? He can't be bad. Yeah. But I was still like, what the fuck did he do?
Yeah, I mean, because it still didn't seem like he was good because he like let Zoro take all of that. But hey,
nothing happened.
Also, nothing happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are we talking about? Nothing happened.
And then Zoro like taking down that ship, like seeing like, oh, sorry, God was unfortunate enough to put me on your ship, so you just
yeah.
Just like once again with the power scaling, because like they knew how strong past pieces were, and then next thing they came back from that time skip and just like these guys were threats. Now they're nothings. Like, nah, you can't come back that strong apparently, but you can.
Yeah, I love a good time skip. I do hate that like Fairy Tail's time skip.
Fairy Tail's it's weird rewatching it, but when they go to Celestial and they're like, oh yeah, it's like day here's like 3 months out in the real world. They just all cry. And even like Natsu's time skip after that when he comes back and just like wrecks the game.
Oh, that shit was amazing.
That was awesome. And he's like, that's just a year for Natsu. I was like, Natsu, if you get like 2 more years of this training, you know you can literally be unstoppable. But
kicks Gajel into the mine. Don't worry, I got
it.
Yeah, that was wild. Like just making it seem like Rogue and the other one was kicking their ass, and to be like, oh, nah, I was just
kidding
the whole time.
And even like talking about the next generation, like I was like, oh, we're a better generation. God, like I ate the fruit of the power of the dragon, so I'm therefore stronger. And then just a little pushover. Not as good as the first original OG generation. Then even 3.
Also, Bakuto Test was just a funny show that I just enjoyed so wholeheartedly the first time I watched it. I wish I could just like laugh and have like that gut busting reaction like again, like I did the first time. For those of you that don't know, Bakuto Test, Summer Test Wars, it's just high school, and if you battle other classes to get better supplies, and you battle in certain subjects. But it's just super silly, funny. And I think we watched it in English the first time, and it was still hilarious. And Steins Gate. Steins Gate is such a or Death Note. Those are 2 really good.
Oh, am I? Not Death Note. Lelouch. What am I thinking? Code Geass.
Code Geass. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, any good psychological thriller where it's just like taking you on like this roller coaster of twists and turns.
I need to finish Code Geass. I'm towards the end. I just haven't finished it.
Yeah, it's just a mecha anime.
It's just
like, that's why I just
that middle part was so weird.
If you ain't Gundam or Zoids, I don't care.
I don't even care about Gundam. If you're not Zoids, like I think it's because Zoids were like animals, and it just made it more fun. They're like, oh, Power Rangers, go Power Rangers.
Yeah, Zoids was
just
shit. The Liger, shit.
I think I tried to rewatch Zoids and it does not hold up.
Oh,
probably
It
doesn't.
does not. It does not. Like the nostalgia in my mind is like how awesome they were. Dude, does not apply to actually how not good of a show it is.
No, it would need a full reanimation.
But yeah, so I think those would be my others. Death Note, Steins Gate, Code Geass, but probably more Death Note or Steins Gate.
I'm trying to think of like a more, I guess, more recent one than like the early 2000s one. But I guess I'd go with Tower of God, just with that first season. I actually enjoyed it. I remember watching it a couple times over. And then stuff that's going on right now, actually. I'm not sure if you guys are caught up on second season or not, but episode 11 gets crazy.
I think I might be 1 or 2 episodes behind.
Actually, I don't think I saw the one that came out yesterday. I haven't seen the newest one. The rest of them I've seen.
I'm probably gonna rewatch that later tonight. Not tonight because football, but probably tomorrow. Because I think the season ending should be this one, right, for Tower God, unless they're going for 24 episodes.
I doubt it. They only went for like 12 the first time. So
they say episode 11. There are 13 episodes out.
There are 13 episodes out. Yeah, no, I know episode 11.
Okay, then episode 11. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that was the at the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That shit was good.
I freaked out. I was like, holy crap, because it's a good series. I just that, or I guess the one I want to rewatch. I guess the more recent Soul Leveling, just how epic and it is, and I can't wait for. And I'll probably restart it when the next season comes out again too. But his power is coming crazy when he gets the demon power, the Reaper power to like, oh, now I can summon Arise.
Yeah, that one's not so bad. So you haven't watched Soul Leveling?
I've only listened to it.
Oh, you're so.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great. Like I didn't understand the hype when I was listening to it. Like I was like, oh, this is really cool, but the narration for the audiobook I was listening to was not great, so it took away from it. But I thought the system was really cool, that he was the only one that was able to like continuously get more powerful. But it also was giving me Hunter vibes near that certain part that you guys are probably, I think because you read it, so you're past, but you know, at the end of that first season, I think is when they're about to start that part.
People aren't ready.
They are.
I think they are ready, but at the same time, it gets crazy. I'm thoroughly excited.
I'm glad it lived up to the hype, because I think the start of Solo Leveling got pushed back a couple times, like maybe like 2 years. Like they're like, oh, it's going to start this year, and it didn't start till 2 years
later. Well, all right, gentlemen, those were some fantastic animes to just kind of think back on. And again, if you could restart, or if I've never seen them before, like wash your memories of it and start all over. Some good animes to choose from there. So tune in 2 weeks' time when we talk about the plot armor characters. I forgot the title, but you guys get the gist. You get the gist of what the conversation is going to be. Okay, we're all on the same page. We understand what's happening here. Anyway, thank you all again for tuning in, for listening to the Anime Feast podcast. You have been rock stars. You have been true champions. We love you guys. We hope to see you all in a couple of weeks. Anything else, boys?
No. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things.
Share with all your friends who love anime. Hungry, my friends.
Peace.